afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting Propagandacast with me, your host, Imperial Dane, Master of Propaganda, Hero of the Reich, Defender of the Fatherland. We're off here to the exciting 1 vs 1 on Minsk Pocket. In the north, we got Jove here fighting for the United States of America for the 3rd Armored Division, with airborne, rifle, and infantry company here available, with infantry bulletins on top of that, versus Panzer Grenadier Angreifen.
Rifle squad ready for action.
Fighting for Germany for the 15th Panzer Grenadier Division with Jäger armor in support. Already chosen in, also infantry bulletins all the way here for Angreifen. So we got Pioneers, MD-40s, we're going to do this following up there for Angreifen, sort of starting up there, versus Jove, going with Riflemen and of course re-echelons. And that sense, of course, Jove will have a bit of a sort of initial start there in sort of grabbing territory compared to Angreifen. Oh, he will be following in shortly after. Of course, we got the Grenadiers as well right here. Of course, at the same time, we got the Riflemen there for Jove. So far, both sides seem to be spreading out a bit here by the looks of it. No. Interestingly enough, it seems like he's not going for the fuel point right away. Instead, he's focusing down hard on the east and the west, but not the centre. Now that's definitely a bit unusual. That is definitely unusual. We also got Jove here going for secondary echelon squad, so thusly actually trying to grab more territory initially, not going for more expensive rifles. So that's the 3rd unit, but instead the re-echelon. So there's clearly sort of an emphasis here from Jove on grabbing territory within the early moments. Maybe also laying down some barbed wire and tank traps here, and going not for the victory point here, but going for a bit more full strategic point there. Very interesting, very interesting. Men moving about there before just setting up there to disrupt anyone trying to move through here. Second Grenadier squad there, and still nothing for the fuel. I mean, you see the Grenadiers now swinging in towards it, but it's still rather unusual. In fact, looks like also got a path to sort of grab territory here, so once you get connected, we'll certainly get a bit of a boost of resource there compared to Angreifen, who's already definitely lagging a bit behind. There we go, before 2, there we go, Rifle taking up. So noting, by the way, he used the sniper's nest to sort of spot ahead before he actually made any moves there. So that's actually an interesting move there. Not what you very normally see here, but that's definitely displayed a bit of tactical sharpness there by Joe. He could have just waltzed out there and would have hit straight into the MD-42, gaining suppress and hold up. Instead, what he did is he just basically peeked into the nearby building, then spotted ahead. So very nicely done there by Joe. Very nice there, very sharp tactical sense, going for the centre there, pushing up the west. There we go, taking away territory now from Angreifen, who is still a bit lagged behind here. Focusing very hard again on the east, the centre west, sort of very weak there from Angreifen. They seem to sort of shifting away from now here, leaving them for through there. And we got Riflemen still basically waiting about there. Again, another use of the sniper's nest, sort of spot ahead. Where are the west MD-42? He moved it further away, sort of fully. All the way, bigger engagement of re-echelons versus Grenadiers. Grenadiers definitely having the upper hand here versus the re-echelons. And there go, wiring off, using the MD-42 as cover. Not bad. Basically deciding he's not going to go any further. He just needs to ensure he doesn't have to worry about this, allowing him to move the MD-42 away, unless of course some wire cutting. Re-echelons moving up there, but don't think we're seeing that anytime soon. Re-echelons here definitely looking up to the Grenadiers. That seems Rifleman squad flanking in there. Grenadiers trying to deal with that, and we got a 3rd squad of Grenadiers moving up here, ready to flank in on the Rifleman right there. Though of course we will have to see here what actually happens. No, he ignores it, just grabs the point, leaving the 2 changes of Grenadiers, and of course the advancing Pioneers and MD-42. Though of course, as soon as it happens there, of course they will be moving in towards here, so bit back and forth here. Any take up here? Yes, indeed. So 3 Grenadiers, 1 MD-42. Not going for a 2 Tier 1, which I do think is a mistake. Some down players do less than the Americans. We got Pathfinders here. So we got airborne chosen here from Joe. A bit rare to see that. Plus, we got take up for the Lieutenant.
Been assigned to field ops.
This is definitely starting to feel a bit like an older American meta game with Lieutenants and Pathfinders out here. This should be very interesting. This should be very interesting. A bit of a typical Wehrmacht versus American game. At the same time, Grenadiers versus re-echelons, charging straight into the Grenadiers. Taking some damage there, troops advancing up, M20 on the way now to support Angreifen, darting anything to immediately counter it. We are seeing some tunnel mines here though, which should be able to catch if it hits it, but that's about it so far at the moment. And there we go, re-echelons wiped out down to only 1. At the same time, we are seeing Joe moving ahead with a lot more troops. Pathfinders, of course, the Lieutenant, that should allow him some pressure here, and these Grenadiers need to fall back. The Pathfinders, there go, quickly cutting down for Heinz. The marksmanship skills there on the Pathfinder certainly helping out with that. They do have a slight bonus towards units that are low on health, less than 25 health, and they can basically still wipe them out with a single shot. At least they have a chance to. And since they have 2 of them, they can actually sort of quickly decimate units that are low on health. So that's a neat little thing there about Pathfinder. Again, it sort of worked quite nicely, but the units sort of quickly, in a larger fight, suddenly gaining the advantage as they pick off any men not quite at full strength. Like to make a nice company up there. MD4 holding up the Pathfinders there. Looks like they were not able to find a path beyond it. So they're doing what they can is over back to the Lieutenant and the further right from there. Good work so far. MG42 falling back here. Clearly, Pentagon and Angreifen is not being too comfortable right there. Grenadiers reinforcing, and there we go. Going for a half track right away there. Could of course use to lay down Regal mines. Not bad, not mine. Will allow him to reinforce. But then again, he might change his minds once he sees the M20 that's striking into his MG42. Rolling hit there. And we already got the armoured skirts up there for Joe. And there we go. The assault step becomes a 2-2-2, which certainly has a better chance of actually dealing with the M20. I mean, had he had the half track up forward, could maybe lay down some Regal mines to deal with it that way. Ultra mine has not been spotted here, but at the same time it's a bit of an interesting position as the M20 might not hit it right away. Either way, gonna do some retreat as the M20 and the Lieutenant strikes away there. And what is this? We got, yes, mines going down here from Joe as well, even rarer to see, but could strike down in this sort of early 2-2-2 and could leave Pentagon and Angreifen in a very awkward position in the early game. Meanwhile, fuel point loss as well. We're seeing Angreifen is very much in the back foot at the moment here. 2-2 moving ahead, M20 falling back there. Might hope to sort of bait it into it. Then again, Angreifen might be aware, of course, there's a chance, of course, of M20 mines, so he might be taking less obvious routes. I mean, there are a few options there for Angreifen to try and deal with this. Of course, it rather depends on what Jove actually does for the M20, because again, not to say that all our players do use them, but of course, amongst high ranking players, they are more likely to actually use their mines. Lieutenant here holding back to 2-2-2, which of course still has to be covered up with the M20. M20 moving in here, and there we go. We might see an engagement between the two. Autocannon fire rates through the armour there of the M20 utility car. Kind of this map support there, but at the same time, though, the 2-2-2 has already been almost knocked out there, so that's not looking good. They can't sort of aggressively pursue. Fuel pumping in back, but at the same time, going for cut-off points here, making it even, even if he gets, he's not going to be able to get the full amount of resource out of it right away. So bold, aggressive play there from Joe, and he actually moves straight on to a captain, so Lieutenant into captain. This is very rare. Normally you see sort of Lieutenant into Major or Captain into Major, but Lieutenant into Captain, that is definitely a bit rare. We also got the ambulance there, so definitely not your typical American play, though I'm seeing some players beginning to use it more. Again, it seems to make a bit of a comeback. I mean, we saw it sort of earlier, but now it seems to sort of make a bit of a comeback there, so a bit more, not quite as high pace towards the bigger arm, but on the other hand, sort of giving more, well, basically the offensive, which always helped, but also, access to more equipment in a sense. So this could be very interesting, this could be very interesting. Grenadiers versus Pathfinders. And no rifle grenade here from Angreifen, now that could clear up the Pathfinders, I think, pretty quickly, and they end up retreating. There we go, fuel point regained. M20 holding up the Grenadiers, released a 10-2 there with a 50 caliber on top. And Pathfinders there being gunned down by the MD42 on retreat. Not the best day there, 2-2 moving about. Tenor mine still remains there. Nothing further here in the base, though. Of course, got a Pack 40 out here trying to deal with the M20, count it and knock it out. And there we go, Liaisons on the run from the Leichte Panzerspielwagen as Lieutenant Gruber pursues. Those are being handed down by the M20, being pushed back there, has gained the centre victory point, but doesn't quite want to draw the attention further. And the Lieutenant moving up here, striking the west flank. Good work there, good work, as he sort of emphasised the right flank. Jove is quick to sort of strike at the west flank. Good work, sharp tactical sense there again. And he then quickly follows up on the M20 with a Stuart, so very sort of varied light vehicle play here from Jove. Very interesting, very interesting. And that should certainly make things further awkward here from Angreifen, depending on the situation goes, because now he can sort of be sort of very mobile, aggressive, he can use bazookas, he can also lay down further mines, but at the same time also pursue things with a bit more vigour, thanks to the Stuart. And that's certainly something the 2-2 will be struggling with. Pack 40 obviously not quite as much, and this of course gets flanked. And there you go, oh, M20 about to get Panzerfausted, good hit there, good hit. 2-2 moving in, and there we go, that could be it. But at the same time though, he's moving up the Stuart to support. This is going to be close, this is going to be close. There he goes, Stuart moving up. 2-2 in trouble. Scheisse, Dieter hits the reverse. No! Nein! Mein Sauerkraut. Pack 40 there, can't quite hit the Stuart, though we've still got the M20. There we go, Panzerfaust Grenadiers though retreating right after. Ooh, this is going to be close. They go popping out there. M20 also trying to repair. Going to have to fix the engine critical. And there we go, there we go. No, didn't fix it, didn't fix it. Good hit there. M20 has fixed it. Could dash in and try to clear out the pack forward here. This is going to be close. This is going to be close for Jove. And Angreifen. Whoever sort of gets out of here ahead could definitely be there for the large game advantage. There you go. M20 moving in there. At the same time, got the Stu shooting. He's trying to repair it again. M20 knocked out. Vehicle crew, what are you doing? Ah! It's not quite working out there. He still can't seem to fix it. Oh, it's bugging up. I'm not entirely sure what's happening for Joe, but either way, the engine's not fixed. Goddamn American engineering.
They got wiped out.
Can they do this right? Anyway, Stuart there on the hunt. Almost got the pack 40, and there we go. Wipes it. He wipes it. Absolutely crazy the way he basically moved it. He should have moved it sort of here. I mean, he might have given a chance more to get away, but at the same time, he would have been beyond the range. So there we go. Rival grenades. Hubbard just catch the vehicle crew, but it doesn't happen. We also got Panzer Gunners here, and we got paratroopers dropping in, and there we go. Whoa. Dashing escape there for the Stuart. Escapes the clutches of Angreifen and the Wehrmacht. At the same time, rather than cutting off the fuel again, no, just at the same time, we got Panzer Gunners cutting off the American fuel there. So, good lord, this is quite a fight already. Full of vim and vigour, and certainly not quite the usual sort of Wehrmacht versus US play, which only makes it more interesting. Paratroopers there running up, Browning light machine guns on the way. Well, that is more typical if you see paratroopers still interesting. Interesting been sometimes in between sort of Pathfinders and paratroopers on the same fight. We've got take up here for Angreifen, so it's clearly not just playing for the heavy armor, obviously playing for an elephant here would be tantamount to bashing your head into a wall repeatedly. But no, he's got some other plan here, maybe some Panther Force here early on could work out. Oh wait, Panthers here versus Pathfinders and Lieutenant. Like Cavalry here, they're doing quite a bit of damage over the assault rifle, ultimately ends up retreating here. Perhaps it's the presence, not just Lieutenant, but also the Pathfinders, which caused them to retreat. Of course, the Pathfinders could quickly end up clearing out some of the wounded there. Plus, the arrival here of the paratroopers with the Browning light machine guns. The M1 or M19 19A6, which was actually modified a bit from the previous one to sort of be a bit more like the LMG 42 to sort of create sort of a more light machine gun thing. Being a bit more useful like that. Little fun fact then again, sort of how the different armies sort of equipment and tactical doctrines actually sort of had effects on the other armies, so they sort of realised, that actually works, and then adopted it. So fun facts there, fun facts there. And before poor setup there by Angreifen, not entirely sure what the setup there, but that could actually end up losing him in the end before two if Joe sort of doesn't quite work out like that though. Still a bit awkward there. Pack 40 coming up here, Grenadiers for the bazooka, holding the captain, the ultra got reassurance there. Nothing further in the base, I think. No upgrades, no tech up, no further units. But we've got the Support Corps going up here for Angreifen already. Good work, good work. Stuart though striking impact 40 there. Oh, 9. Caught in a bad position there. No infantry support it. That please end up in the hands of Joe right now. Plus he could end up losing the fuel point again to the Americans. The third armor there keeping up the offensive. And we got a second paratroop squad they're called in. So Jove actually going pretty heavy on the paratroopers. Bit expensive, but it can pay off if you sort of use great network of Panzer Gunners. You can use the suppressing fire to hold them down, but then again with the still got 2 light machine guns plus the Stuart here, he might just decide not to. And there we go, the Panzer Gunners are suffering heavy losses. Have to fall back. Then it is moving up. Paratroop popping off a grenade. Hind step. There you go. He could get the paratroopers. He could get them Panther Fast and the Stuart as well. But at the same time, the Stuart there wiping out a lot of Grenadiers. They're killing them. 9 kills. Browning light machine gun dropped. This is rather cheeky. They need to pull out the Stuart, get repaired. Rifle and Pathfinder's Lieutenant moving up. No tech up there still. And here front we've got nothing yet. He's certainly not got through. There we go. Bazooka versus Stuart. Got a hit there. Pack 40 moving up. MB42 and oh no! It hit the Telemine. The Telemine that bladed so early. It was just so far close to it. Then it finally decides to get out of there. It hits it. Oh dear, poor Joe right there. And that Stuart crew had fought so heroically against the Krauts. Rifleman Pathfinder's falling back there. Oberger fighter Schultz pushes his men onwards. Well, pushes Friedrich there harder forwards since there's no one else really to move forwards with at the moment. Also pushing up the left flank, good. I mean, the left flank has been so open here, so it's been surprising that Angreifen hasn't tried to harass it sooner. Looks like he's trying to sort of clear up some fields of fire here. knocking away at the terrain here to ensure there's not so much that can block the line of fire that Pack 40. Mines are going up, but there we go. Paratroops already on up trying to knock it out, and we got Stug on the way for Angreifen. So he's clearly expecting more armor, which is not a bad idea, but then again, he's not just the typical armor rush here for Jove, so obviously it's not going to be missing effect. That's not only going to be completely useless, and particularly if the upgrades of the light machine gun, it's going to be quite decent versus infantry, particularly if he gets two of them. We of course have to see what Angreifen actually does though. Meanwhile, grabbing points here, pushing out, expanding now after sort of knocking out the Steward and plus wiping out a paratrooper squad, which is overall pretty good there for Angreifen. I mean, that's a huge boon. Paratrooper moving ahead there, no upgrade for them. Looks like he might be setting up for another pair of light machine guns, and we got the Sturmgeschütz here. Scopes up, should also have the machine gun. Do not forget the machine gun there. Right flank collapsing this for the German army. MG4 setting up here, getting caught out in the open and quickly cleared out here by the paratroopers with the brown light machine guns just shredding those krauts. Steward rolling up, aggressively attacking, forwards, ever forwards, and quickly crushing several poor souls in the engagement, leaving them in a rather bad position. There are further troops there, moving in. Good work, good work. Captain as well arriving. By the same time, we got a bit of flank here. Good striking in there, forcing them to sort of stall up from further up there. But no, enter retreating here, realizing in a bad position, and has to sort of fall back before it's too late. Not bad, not bad. Nothing further here though. Still an upgrade on the Stug further. No machine gun. Still territory swinging back and forth between the two sides quite aggressively. Pathfinders capturing into far away. Grenadiers in a bit of trouble. There you go, adding another light machine gun there to help deal with the Amerikaner. Shoots him down and kills him. For Deutschland. Pack 40 as well. MG42. Stug moving in. Pioneers being held up here by the paratroopers. Other fellows that need to reinforce. Always got updated to here on the Pathfinders. We do believe actually managed to grab a light machine gun, which only makes them more lethal here against the Krauts. And there you go, Stug joins in. Actually got 2 kills so far already, that's not bad, but taking hits there from the Americans. We've got the Pack 40 here, of course, which is now forcing the Stug tab to pull back already. At the same time, Panzer versus Rifleman. We could show up here, no. They're not. Oh, there we go. This could be interesting, Looks like he won't be able to wipe him, still did some damage. Close to Vetri 2 already for the Panzer Grenadiers. Wunderbar, MG42. Veteran to 3 already, now that's really good. That means increased lethality on the MG42 versus the American infantry. That's definitely going to work out quite nicely. Need to shift it about, Stug there needs some repairs, and rather schnell. We got a mortar here now supplying artillery support. They're going to try and deal with the Americans that way. Not bad, Grenadiers moving ahead. Further mortar fire. Pathfinders. Counters there moving about. And quite a bit of shooting there. Pathfinders joining in there. Closing in the Vetri field. There you go. Panzer getting absolutely shredded here. The paratroopers, the Pathfinders lieutenant. Simply too much for the Panzer Grenadiers. They simply cannot sort of sustain that kind of damage for very long. And he barely managed to escape with them from that situation. Meanwhile, Jove falling back here, not a full retreat though. By the way, he can lay down a set of beacons to allow his paratroopers to enforce the front line. Does seem to be something. There we go, he's doing it. Good, wonderful. For him, that is, not for the Germans. There you go, that allows him to enforce the paratroopers at the front line, which means they can actually quite solid defensive troops as well when you sort of count in the light machine guns there. And that's going to make any kind of head-on assault here from Angreifen a lot more difficult. With the mortar, it might be able to work, but simply put, I mean, any kill is just going to get replaced here by Jove. Bit of shooting here. Stug repaired. Still no machine gun out of there. Come on, Angreifen. Add some Maschinengewehr. Adding an Ostwind. Pathfinders moving ahead.
Enemy forces are securing our territory.
And Grenadiers there fighting. We got paratroopers and lieutenant moving in. Good hit there. Quickly sawed apart poor Johnny. And there you go, Pack 40 putting a stop to the Stug. That's going to have to fall back. Still a machine gun added. Captain go out there. We're getting a Jackson now, so it's actually hit all 3 tiers by now, and we got a Jackson there on the way for Joe. Very nicely done. That's only going to help there there's any German armour. Put it down pretty quickly. There you go. Flak Panzer, also with spotting scopes. Very interesting. Paratroopers down the far from the Stug. Paratroopers coming in there from the north. The Stug has to fall a bit back here before the Stug sitting up there. 11 kills, but oh dear, left out in the open there and quickly sawed apart by the 2 paratrooper squads. I mean, that's really 4 Browning light machine guns. That is a lot of firepower there, a lot of firepower. And the thing to keep in mind about them, each one of those is more or less almost on the level of the LMG-42 of the Grenadiers. Now, 4 of those on paratroopers, that's a lot of firepower, in particular as they gain veterancy, they become even more lethal. That's definitely going to be a problem here for Joe, or Panzergrenadiers, Angreifen's infantry. For Joe's infantry, it's pretty damn good. These men are the 101st Airborne, basically supporting the 3rd Armoured here in its assault. The 3rd Armoured was basically also known as the division which took the most casualties out of any of the American armoured divisions. I think armoured losses, those vehicle losses, was 300%, and those crew losses were about 900%. I mean, they suffered quite heavily, which also meant overall they had less experienced veterans throughout the fighting. The Vetty 2 Panzers that should certainly help out Angreifen a bit here versus Jove. In fighting here, Grenadiers being sort of cut up by the paratroopers. Jackson ready to support the base 90mm with a gun. Grenadiers down to half health already. Panzers doing what they can there behind light cover. Major and Angreifen out in the open. They should have a decent chance here. And we got a Stuka bomb drop in. But where? Huh. He actually called it in versus the infantry over there. That's an odd decision by Angreifen. I was hoping so, maybe trying to buy some time. I'm not sure either way. That was basically just 160 munitions, which amounted to nothing. That allowed his Panzer supposed to fall back to a more defensible position, though he could have popped into a building here. That could have surprised the Americans as they ended through there. But no, he set forward really far back here towards another position. I'm not entirely sure that was the fully right decision there. Flak Panzer, Stug, needing repairs, still not great with machine gun. I really think you should do it. All the way grabbing some territory there. Overall though, Panzer Angreifen still has a nice chunk of the map here versus Jove, and I do believe it's soon time for the mid-game analysis. 3rd paratrooper squad, and we already got 1 hit. Veterancy 3, 15 kills. Other one, Veterancy 1. That's a lot of paratroopers. That's definitely been some time since I've seen that many paratroopers in any fight. Very interesting fight here, very interesting fight. Lovely stuff. Stug moving about here. It's time here for the mid-game analysis. Concentration is, I mean, if you sort of look at damage here between the two, they're rather equal. Kills-wise, they're also rather equal. So in that sense, we can sort of see in some points, they're actually quite equal to each other in what they are doing. Though, of course, at the same time, we're also seeing there's some slight differences here. Joe overall has a lot more, well, value in his army. It's overall bigger, so while they have suffered the same amount of losses, at the same time, you have to remember the German army is smaller in terms of infantry, for example, so they are hurt a lot more. So it's not quite the same amount, you know, of effect they sort of get resource flow-wise, so they're also quite equal. And also in terms of population, I mean, they're equal, but again, there's a slight advantage there to Joe. For Angreifen right now, you know, I mean, he's got a lot of weapons here, but he's not quite, I think, pushing them to the sort of full extent. He's also making too many head-on assaults straight to paratroopers with like machine guns. I mean, you want to fight them, you probably shouldn't be sort of, you know, walking straight into all of those machine guns, all that automatic weapons fire, which can do a lot of nasty stuff to infantry. You want to flank them, you want to spread them out, and you want to, you know, hit them here and there, but you don't want to just engage them in sort of one large stand-up fight. That's clearly not working out for Angreifen. That's only going to beat him out, because again, his forces aren't quite so big, so they can't really maintain any sort of head-on assault for that very long, at least not without a half-track to support them. So rather, he should be striking at the side, so trying to flank and get behind Jove's forces to hit them that way. He should also, I think, upgrade the Stug with machine gun, just, you know, a bit of anti-infantry, but, you know, adding in a Panzer IV and then using that support by the Stug sort of flank in, I think could do work quite a bit of good there for Angreifen. Another MD-42 to hold the centre, or some bunkers to cover the flanks, I think would be really good as well here versus Jove. But primarily try to avoid head-on assaults, try to hit from here, here, or around here, maybe here, you know. But try again to avoid the head-on assaults for now, else I think Angreifen could risk being bled out quite severely, and that could lose him in the game. I mean, if he really wants to attack head-on, he needs to use the Morton, he needs to lay down smoke screens if he wants to do that, or there's another option, he techs up and goes for some Panzerwerfers and, you know, tries to carpet the area with rockets. That could also allow him to just soften up the enemy just briefly enough to allow him to push head on. But either way, it still requires more than what he's currently doing. And again, that could even up to Joe's advantage again with all these paratroopers, all these light machine guns, and all of this veterancy, plus the Pack 40, the bazookas, and the Jackson aren't exactly helping matters either. For Joe, a bit of armor now sort of helped the Jackson be good. I think a regular shell sort of soak up some of the fire, but also help those of the infantry, lay down smoke screens, and so on would be really good there for Jove at the moment. Otherwise, pushing up here on the right flank, forcing him back, forcing him to also disperse troops over here to defend his eastern victory point would be really good for Jove. I mean, the more you can sort of course Angreifen to form the defense, which is spread out, the better overall. Otherwise, finding position to cover some of the more vital points would also be a good point there for Joe. Maybe consider going for an M20 at a later point and begin laying down mines again. Angreifen probably wouldn't be expecting them. I mean, most players don't go for an M20 this late into the game, so going for one now and laying down mines could actually catch some of Angreifen's vehicles off guard and knock them out, as long, of course, he doesn't see the M20. So, I mean, that's a little trick you can consider. Get an M20. Don't let the enemy see it. Just lay down mines, and then once they move in the vehicles, they have it immobilized, then go, ha, and then strike. A little option anyways. But let's return to the fight and see what happens next. Let's see what happens next. And straight into the MD-42, the lieutenant is immediately halted, almost 53, but there you go, paratroopers flanking in. And there you go, quickly throwing apart some of the pioneers supporting the MD-42. Not good, not good. Looks like he's preparing for a large attack here up the left flank, but already is being brought back into the centre, with the paratroopers in the way, with the Pack 40 and the Jackson supporting it. But there you go, Pack 40 mortar, bobbing up there, at the same time engagement here, Panzers there, counter-attacking, halting the Major and the Rifleman there, in a major opposite for Joe. Langtrup going back here, maybe some flank in, Jackson falling back, almost knocked out here. Flak Panther and the paratroopers, good work, good work. Pack 40 also cleared out there, good work by the mortar, the Grenadier effort, cool. Paratroopers are almost done with the brown light machine guns, again means 3 squads of paratroopers with light machine guns. Again, that's a lot of firepower. Grabbing the Pack 40 over the paratroopers, it looks like. Then again, just reinforced here thanks to the beacon. Very good work there, very good work. Again, it's also one of those things a lot of people neglect when they do play airborne. I mean, you can just use the Pathfinder instead of beacon, then of course just use to reinforce your paratroopers, and again it costs nothing to set it up. So it's basically free frontline reinforcement. That is, not the reinforcement itself is free, it means so costs manpower, but overall the ability to reinforce at the front line is free. That's quite neat there. So good work there. So that's basically 18 paratroopers with light machine guns. One of those is already veteran to 3. That is very bad news here for Panzer and Angreifen. I mean, he's got grenadiers with light machine guns, but even at veteran to 3, they can't quite, match that amount of firepower that the paratroopers can lay down. The Panzer grenadiers might be the closest if they hit veteran to 3, so be able to challenging that, but even that's going to be a bit tricky. But there you go, Panzer 4 on the way. Panzer 4 on the way. And there you go, forced retreat. And there's there for Angreifen, leaving the east open, but still he's getting most of the map here. Jove is still on the back foot at the moment. That can't last for too long. I mean, he's got really a force sort of really meant for just moving in and taking names and knocking out teeth. Still not great for the Stug. Bit disappointed there. And there you go, 2 paratroopers. Grenadiers simply overwhelmed. In this case, Angreifen just retreat before it's too late here, before the sheer march of the paratroopers. There you go, Lieutenant paratrooper taking the grenadiers again, forced away. The veteran 3 paratroopers simply too threatening, too dangerous.
Our opponents are seizing a sector.
And there you go, Panzer coming back to immobilize for Angreifen. And he's falling back, the Lieutenant continues to move ahead. Paratrooper supporting, rolling up the western flank as well, so there we go. More offensive momentum here behind Jove's forces. Laying down telemines, good work, good work. Doesn't hurt to be repaired, he's getting spotted scopes here, but still no pendulum out machine guns for any of his vehicles. Arriving stop, Captain probably next, there you go, paratroopers also arriving, and they are veteran 3. They could even in theory get close enough to pop off grenades, and they do get more range on their grenades as well as veterans. There you go, basically the MD-42 is cleared out so quickly thanks to the paratroopers. I mean, you simply can't set up. They need heavy cover, except there's none there. So, I mean, that was basically just an easy kill there for the paratroopers. Pack 40's Jackson's point as well, Stu's going to have to fall back here. can't reach the Jack. The pack 4 is covering up there. Plus, it's also anchored in such a way, you know, it's going to be rather tricky to deal with it. In particular, it's undercover here from the Jackson, which can pretty much take out most of those vehicles in about 3 shots. It's a very nice, strong position here again. Angreifen needs to flank this. He needs to get behind. He needs to surprise. He needs to clear up the Jackson. And he can't do that by engaging through here head on. But there you go. Panzer's moving in there. Still have to be careful. They are against veteran deep. Paratroopers focusing down. Getting a kill there. Good work. Good work, Steiner. And it is moving in. There we go. Might just be able to outnumb them with them. Not quite outgun them. There we go. There we go. Almost 53 there. Gebalteladung against the captain. Quick go over the trees and forced away. There we go. Veteran 3. Veteran 3. Deutschland prevails for these few moments. Jackson falling back. And there we go. We've got the Sherman on the way here for Jove to help absorb shots for the Jackson. Of course, also have to do with the infantry. Paratroopers opening up now. They're veteran 2 as well. Panzers have to fall back again. So much firepower that Jove is just delivering against Angreifen. Makes me think of that line that stormtroopers in companies one would occasionally say that they get paid for every bullet. There you go, Osprint, Pantor moving up here. The paratroopers mortar fire ring down as well here. Getting some kills for the gunners. They're getting absolutely shredded again. Don't take the paratroopers lightning. There we go. Good hit from the Jackson. Pack 4 because there we go. Osprint kaput. Devastating blow right there to Angreifen. Devastating blow. 26. 19. Certainly rather tricky for the Grenadiers to match that kind of lethality. I mean, not even the Grenadiers who've been fighting for most of the fight there can really match it, even the light machine gun. The only ones that can are the Panzer Grenadiers. And sadly, Angreifen is getting more of those. Of course, the question is what's he going to go for next here? More Stuks, more Panzer IVs. Elephant? I don't think the Elephant would be a good choice. I mean, there is some armour, but the major problem, amongst other things, is the infantry which the armour is supporting here. And the Elephant won't be quite able to help with that. They're going before 2 stopping things, though. Thankfully, they were suppressed and pinned before they could do any serious damage to the MD-42. Mortar fire raining down. Keeping up the left flank, all of the Grenadiers there. Panzer Grenadiers heading up the centre, past the Panzer IV. Got a bit of action on the right flank, and another assault here in the centre. Reassuring the way, quickly getting cut down here. Still a machine gun on the Sturmgeschütz, and there we go, MD-42. Stopped by the Sherman. And a healthy dose of 50 caliber fire and some high explosive shells. And now the Grenadiers just going to marching straight into the paratroopers here. Most of them, in fact, plus the Sherman. Bad news there for the Grenadiers. Bad news. Bad news for the mortar crew as well, which is quickly getting torn apart here. Oh, in this case, we've seen working out there. Without sufficient support, the paratroopers are forced to fall back, in particular since there's absolutely no cover. Obviously, no till-light cover. Another Stuka drop here. He's really trying to catch the infantry with it. Seems a bit like a waste of munitions. Well, it's not in upgrading his Stukas with anti-infantry or, you know, laying down further mines or bunkers. Suzuki is trying against the Sherman. Good hit, good hit. Shots. And there you go, the Jackson response, and there you go, Veterans 1. We got the high velocity armor piercing titanium shells. Well, it's no tungsten. Why do I keep saying titanium? Well, of course, I wanted it to be titanium, so but all the way tungsten, which of course increases penetration, but also damage, which is something people forget here. This doesn't just increase penetration, but damage. Paratroopers are flanking in. Close to 82, and there we go. Getting up as well, clearing up the Pack 40 in the process. Bad news here for Angreifen. Sherman, Jackson opening up the Panzer IV, doing quite a bit of damage there. And the anti-tank gun, number 2 for Jove to secure. Third armor is in good damage versus the 15th Panzer Grenadier Division. Not looking good there. Still no tech up either. Almost lost the Panzer Grenadiers. And for the Stuka support, both of them are quite damaged. Angreifen needs to be careful, and again he needs to flank, yet he is very persistent in attacking head on. And he's also, I'm not entirely sure if he's sort of really unsure what to do with all these paratroopers. I mean, again, it's been some time since we've seen anyone just sort of so heavily play with paratroopers and light machine guns, but clearly Joe's heading down that road again. And it's paying off big time in the longer run. I mean, simply put, the infantry that Angreifen has simply can't match the paratroopers in sheer output. Which of course is rather works, but you know, it's definitely catching Angreifen in a bit of an awkward position. Since the only unit he has, he's only got one off, that might be able to sort of match them. Mortar though is Vetri 2 is getting another flak panzer here. Another flak panzer, yet he's also persisting in just these sort of head-on assaults. There's less and less flanking here from Angreifen. He's getting, I suppose, less and less flexible in his approach here, as he's feeling more and more the pressure weighing down on his shoulders from Jove.
The enemy has broken our supply lines.
There you go, Panzer Grenadiers moving forwards.
Enemy forces are
Good
securing
shots there,
our
fight versus the
territory.
riflemen. They are definitely going to have a hard time investigating the Panzer Grenadiers. So he wants to get in with a certain range. There we go. Quickly killing them off, one by one. Good shooting, Sergeant Wolf. Meanwhile, oh, heavy losses here, heavy losses. Rifle grenades and mortar fire, taking up quite a chunk there. The captain and lieutenant, but the paratroopers, the one on the first, persist in their advance against the Krauts. Also, we've got the Osman here on the right flank, doing some infantry there. Good work, good work. But overall, he's lacking something that can really stop this paratrooper advance. 31 kills, 21 kills.
Losing a sector.
Shoots, almost hits. There you go, paratroopers moving it, Panzer moving it, but already taking heavy losses to the paratroopers. And forced away. Damaged engine on the Sherman, Telemann went off. Will he actually be able to pursue and punish it? Before it's already fixed up its critical damage and pulled back. More petrol moving in, Grenadiers out in the open. Panzer 4, Osman moving in. Versus Sturmgeschütz. Panzer 4 taking a hit here from the Jackson arm. Pack 40 moving up as well. No armour piercing round to increase damage. Might go straight after the Sherman instead, but Panzer 4 is heavily damaged. Petrol forced away. And there we go. US Air Force strikes. Rockets launched. Almost got the Panzer 4, their main gun destroyed. Almost got the Pack 40 there, Grenadiers just firing away mercilessly. Sherman there covering up as best as can to ensure the Pack 4s get away there decently. Osprey providing air cover there from the base. Stu taking hits from the rockets, needs to fall back as well.
A squad of pioneers has arrived.
And additional pioneers to speed up the repairs. Good work there by Angreifen, good work. But what is next here? What is next? There's still been no tag up. Joe's got plenty of resources, he's plenty of fuel, plenty of manpower. There's a bit of trouble there. Go the paratroopers just stop anything in their path. 32, 23, 11. That's 60 or 70 kills there. Aircraft shot down there. Small victory for the Wehrmacht. There you go, Veteran 1, namely 42. Quickly getting Veteran 2 though to the severe high local veterans here on the paratroopers, which of course do feed back there. So I suppose that's something. The problem is there's simply too many paratroopers. They can't quite stop them all. Then again, ultra press now. Shoot shifter. Oh, there we go, grenade. Almost cut the MT-42. And there you go, unsuppressed. Trying to set up again. No, should retreat fully. Too late here, and there we go, retreat. But it could be too late here. Bullets flying all around his ears. Reinhard makes the escape though. Mortar crew though might not. A bit forgotten there. There you go, I don't think they're going to make it back to Germany.
A mortar team has been killed.
Panzer Grenadiers only one making gains at the moment here for Angreifen at the moment. The rest have basically stalled or are dead. I'm surprised there's still no light machine guns for either Panzer 4 or Stug. Nothing, so they just ate a bit less than the infantry. There we go. Joe's now got a mortar as well there. 2 packs and a mortar stolen from Angreifen.
The enemy is gaining a foothold. We are down to
And Panzer Grenadiers on the run.
The enemy is attempting
German
to
simply
steal
too much
our
and almost
sector.
stretched into 2. Panzer 4 heading out. Panzer Grenadiers. The one's doing the best here almost for Angreifen. There's one Grenadier squad that's also doing decently, but that's about it. At least when you compare to the paratroopers. They're just absolutely on fire there versus Angreifen. Penfold taking hit from the Pack 40. Rather than getting shredded. Veterans won there. Another Stuka drop. He's really intent on either trying to capture, he's just trying to force them away. I'm not entirely sure what it is. I'm not entirely sure either way it's a good use of munitions. Paratroop moving ahead, Stuka needs to fall back here. And again without light machine gun, he can't quite really fit in the infantry. Same with the machine, I mean the Panzer of course does best, but still the machine gun does add some firepower. There you go, almost got the paratroopers, almost got them wide, but no, escapes. Do drop a light machine gun there, but that could easily be picked up here by Jove. And there you go, Pack 40 opening up. Looks like he might be setting up for the elephant now. Jack's moving in there, Veterans who still. Sherman supporting. And then going before 2 crew doomed. Target weak point almost. Be careful. There you go. Jackson shoots. No, he's trying to stun it. Oh no! Pull it back! Pull it back! Nine. What are you doing? Quite a few weapons there dropped. Light machine gun as well from the German. And there you go. Panzer 4 kaput. Panzers there flanking in, doing what they can, but the Germans well, too much of a problem here. So now it's down to the Stuka and the Flak Panzer here at the moment. His infantry forces aren't looking too much better either compared to Joe, who's just got this massive force. And then you go Lieutenant with the light machine gun as well. Grenadiers there and not having the best of days. Panzer Grenadier simply put struggling against his counter firepower. He's lost another Grenadier squad. The losses are really piling up now, and he's going for the elephant in a hope that might somehow turn the tide. Again versus the armour, it can help. The problem is there's also the infantry, and in that sense the elephant's going to be a lot more limited in any kind of utility to sort of try and turn the tide.
Organize the men, Corporal. Looks like we're going in.
40 kills, 28 kills. 40 kills. The Lieutenant there taking quite a punishing beating there. Spotting scope for the elephant as well. '40s paratroopers.
Our opponents are seizing the sector.
Horseman down to half health. Horseman forced back. Almost knocked out there. Close to victory too, though. I suppose that's something.
Foes are behind our lines. Headquarters attacked.
A few losses there. Another kill for the Stuka. But overall losing terrain everywhere. Just a massive force here for Jove. There's they're almost getting shredded. Funniest thing that they can against the re-echelons on the right side, but that's about it.
You need an assault gun standing by.
MG element ready.
Ostwind standing by. Schwerer Panzerjäger ready. Armor here. Standing by. Ja.
Panzer Grenadiers advancing. Elephant supporting. Stuka also, I suppose, a bit. Rifleman paratroop at 40. Pioneers moving in. And there you go. Elephant taking hits here. Can't really do much versus the Pack 40 or the infantry. Really highlighting that perhaps this was not the wisest choice for Angreifen. Again, the majority of Jove's force is not armor, it's infantry, which really limits what the elephant can actually do. In particular, it's only telling it to shoot specifically at infantry vehicles, which even further limits it. Some of these they're moving up, coming in off either from the paratroopers. Quick fire grenade here, and there we go, losses inflicted, losses inflicted. Panzer is trying the best there, but ultimately simply too many. They'll still manage to somehow thin up the defense a bit. Elephant, flak Panzer moving in. There you go, good hit. On the Sherman, down to half health already. Small victory for Angreifen. Forces actually to sort of pull back and at least sort of figure out how to deal with this kind of force, since it is a bit tricky to deal with. There is before. Here you go, veteran on the flak Panzer. Increased rate of fire. Sergeant Deinhardt turning into those Americans. Almost got the lieutenant there. Well, his men. I think the lieutenant will one of the first to die there. And there you go, Jackson moving in, trying to get the Osprey there. Stu swiftly dispatched to deal with this interloper, this threat. At the same time, assault continues up here. There you go, almost got it, almost got it. There goes Strug arrives. Veteran 2 for the Sturmgeschütz, Veteran 2. There we go. Target, civic point. Air support called in. Got the Jackson. Elephant trying to escape here. Exposed against the Air Force going in there. And the aircraft crashes down into the Ostwind, which is barely operational. Elephant here being pursued. Any supporting infantry being cleared out. Both Pack 40 sitting up here. And we got target weak point against the Elephant. Stunning it right in front of 2 Pack 40s, including both rather veteran plus the show moving in there. Stu can't quite move support. And main gun destroyed. Elephant knocked out. Oh dear. We got the Stu here, but at this point it's too late. Before it can fire its heat. Oh, we got the heat round off. But itself has been knocked out here. Kaput. And game over. Game over. A loss here for Angreifen, a victory for Jove, a victory for the United States of America. Good play for both sides, but ultimately I think Jove in the bit longer run sort of had the better strength, they're basically better supported, plus the good use of Pathfinders and paratroopers really helped him out quite a bit. In particular, the paratroopers really made good use. He lost one score, but overall he's made some sort of really good work with them. 48 kills, 34, 15. I mean, that's, well, close to 100. That is... His paratroopers did most ever killing, and really, I don't know why more people don't use paratroopers because, as you can see here, well used, they're clearly good, and it didn't help though that Angreifen just kept feeding them, he just kept attacking head on into them again and again. He didn't try to play around them, deal with them somehow else, and that was basically Angreifen's major problem. He just sort of kept trying the brute force method. He was clearly not taking Jove here seriously and just feeding away his men, or he just didn't know how to handle this, because most people so far have just been stuck spamming riflemen mindlessly, and certainly also throwing them away mindlessly, which of course might have made things easier for the Germans, but now of course we saw it use paratroopers even half decently, they'll just tear the Germans apart. He didn't have enough panzer gun to this, which would probably be one of the better options for dealing with this, to sort of really challenge this. He didn't have enough sort of armor option to deal with it either. He didn't even upgrade his armor with any machine guns. He kept throwing munitions on Stuka bombing strikes. So there's definitely a lot of improvement there for Angreifen sort of dealing with this type of strategy. And he flanked more, I think would have a much better chance, in particular with machine guns added to his armour. But overall, they're well played by Jove, very well played, and nice to see something different there from both sides. So I hope you enjoyed this match. I hope you learned something from it. I hope it gives you different matches. If you did, want to subscribe, tell a friend, share it with everyone. If not, send in some feedback in the comment section. This is Imperial Ding. Cheers, thank you for watching, and hope to see you all another time. Bye.